Hello everybody, I am Hereticos. Welcome back to Dragon Ball Z, Budokai, Tenkaichi 3 with Golden Red Colony.
Hello everybody.
What's up, guys?
Sound about just as exhausted of this as I am. It's not that I'm bored, it's just holy shit. Like the idea of recording and then thinking of things to say in between. You can't do a lot of episodes at once, but here we are, episode 10. We're going to complete this bitch, we're determined. I think. If not, I am. It's one of us or all of us. I don't know. I think it's just one of us.
I'm very sure eventually Brawl's gonna get a lawsuit.
Who?
For all the people's asses he's been whooping.
Oh. I was gonna say, for what? You had me worried for like a legit moment. I was like, what? I was like, I might edit in SYIPHOROUS' music into this series. It's just I'm not claiming it because I don't want to have to actually do editing if I don't need to. I'm trying to keep volume to a minimum because I know that the music might be copyright or things like that just because it's an old title. But I mean, regardless of that, I mean, if you hear if you hear that, can you really say those are copyrighted noises if I can make them using my asshole? Wow. I mean, come on. There's only so many things you can claim copyright on. Like music, sure. Character voices, I try to talk over it, kind of. But I mean, come on. Come on. Off. Bye, Felicia.
Oh my god.
They got a Brawly on their side now.
No mercy.
Oh man, they got a baby.
Ow. Ow, dear.
Oh.
Oh.
That hurt.
Ow! Here's your overkill. Now this fight is not my fight to have. It's this fight. It's a mirror matchup. Oh, all right. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Walk back here. Yeah, fine.
Like I said, this is my mirror matchup. I win that one.
Damn, that was.
I did that hella fast.
Fast and clean.
That was a pretty interesting show.
Magnifico.
I'll be waiting for you. Here's a gift. Take it before I change my mind. Now, which battle shall I enjoy?
Bullshit.
Devilman, Tambourine, and Junima.
Who will you fight?
Oh, so just the demons of hell. Okay.
Just the hell room. What were we talking about a moment ago? Oh yeah, with the noises and shit. But yeah, so bad. Ooh, there was writing on that wall. I never noticed that. No!
He's already.
Here! Oh shit! Come here! Come here, you little fuck!
Why are they always trying to flirt?
Ow! Ow! I'm already out of bar. Devilman OP.
The next thing he's gonna use ultimate ability and make you get instant kill.
Surprisingly, the ultimate doesn't insta-kill.
I
Does a
know.
lot of damage. And I mean, there are abilities specifically designed for Devilman 4 to do a shit ton of damage, but
It's never been Okay, so fun.
Yeah, I'm not having any of his bullshit. Oh, I didn't even hold that. That was nice.
Now I can
There we go.
my it's hit then. Hey, no mercy whatsoever.
Like I said, trying to get through this a little bit quicker. Bop. Now. Bop, 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 bop.
It's fucking
We're trying to get through this with it not being 20 episodes. Because to be honest, like, you gotta think about, like, what would you watch? Like, even if you don't even think of it as yourself, be like, would I watch 20 episodes of Mission 100 in intervals of 5? I'd probably watch, like, maybe 10 to 12. And that's for nostalgia, just to watch it. But I wouldn't sit through 20.
Yeah, sure.
And that's me personally. Like, that's for any person. Like, it could be Markiplier, who could have been, like, an anime channel at some point. Everybody loves Markiplier, but I wouldn't sit through the whole series with him. Because there's only so much, like, you could do in a game like this, so he'd probably just go through the story or campaign, and, I mean, fuck yeah, I'd eat that shit up. Like, come on. But then you gotta think, like, that's for anybody, like PewDiePie and all big titles. Like, there's only so much even every of their best fan base will watch. Like, they'll probably watch most of it, and then maybe, like, not watch the outro or things like that. But, I mean, that's one thing I keep in mind when editing, is what are viewers gonna wanna watch. That's why I'll edit some things and I won't edit others, and why I'll cut series short.
Mm-hmm.
It's just because I don't want to drag something I don't think people are going to enjoy. That's why I'm very meticulous about what I'm uploading at the time. Like, I'm getting ready... But anyway, I'm getting ready for, like, another Pokemon series, which that's going to be the only thing I upload, with the exception of zombies, until Jesse and I get our fucking attempts straight and we actually get past fucking notched. 3 years later, until it becomes a meme when we give up.
Oh wow.
At this point, we're just gonna give up.
Oh Jesus, man.
Like, I'm ready to do, like, a straight recording of all of our attempts and just make a fucking compilation.
We finally did it, gentlemen! And we
No, it would be the, like, somehow, it would be, like, round 24, there'd be one zombie, but we would both get, like, double tapped near the box with it. Just because we would want to do ammo. That would be our... Oh. That would be our luck.
We both vehemently agreed that we would just go to the next map if that something like that happened.
If it's around 23, 24, that's pretty much what it's coming down to. Is just we're giving up on 25 for that one. Because all the other ones are modestly... like, all of them are doable. There's no reason we shouldn't be able to fucking do them, because we used to do it with our fucking eyes blindfolded back in the day. But now, you got two fucking old-ass incompetents who could barely play a fucking video game, trying to play a fucking video game, and just, like, struggling to do... I don't know what's happening. You're not fucking shooting. You know, like, that's pretty much what's going on with this. Like, we're just old. Especially me. I'm fucking old. Like, and I'm the youngest of the group, but fuck me, I'm old. I have a very old soul. Like in this game, like, there's not much button pressing, and you would think, like, oh, well, when you're tapping square, you probably want to be rapid tapping it. No. I'm very timed with things. I used to not be timed. I used to be very rushy. That's why, like, when we made these channels and stuff, we took a personality trait of ours and kind of gave it to our channel name. Because, like, Nilo's a very credible person. I'm very ballistic. I rush into it. Like, I'm ready to do it. We just kind of gave Uriah his for plot reasons.
This strength wasn't in the data.
But it does translate differently for him. Like, Foretold Gold kind of retains to... Oh, this is all
Who
baby?
will you fight with?
this will be a baby mirror matchup. Oh shit! That's not what I wanted. That's the wrong ability channel. I am gonna bring 13 along. And a backup Brawly.
Backup Broly.
I'm gonna bring a backup Brawly.
Now then.
But anyway, but yeah, like Foretold leads to him like knowing some things and being able to see when things are going wrong in certain situations. I'm not gonna specify which ones, but generally speaking, he has a good eye for like problem hunting.
Bro.
That way.
It just depends on what it is. So Foretold still retains to him. And the thing is, a lot of that is just where we were. And some of us are still at that level. It's just we don't... Like, especially me. Like, I'm not at a... Like, I'm not at a run in and, like, just slam a motherfucker to the ground kind of person anymore.
You used to do that, man.
I used to be balls to the wall. And when we made the channel, that was where that name came from. That's who and where I was at the time. And that was like kind of like the big thing, that whoever we had would have a name. Like whatever their name is has nothing else to do with them but a cover. And that would identify who or what they are just going to be called as. So we try to refrain from using actual names, though we do. And eventually in future episodes we're gonna break that habit. I'm gonna make sure of that. Because you'll hear some episodes I'll be called Haas, I might just be called by my name, things like that. It just depends on the day. It depends on how often we're using code names instead of names. But that's why we have the names. So it's not like identity protection, because, you know, once you get so far on YouTube, it's like, oh, there's your name, it's his name. But it's kind of a, I like to call it a persona of some kind, like, not like anything you hide behind, but who you are or want to be, kind of thing. So, for me, it's like, I have my name as Hereticos. And that, to me, is a mixture of four personas that I just kind of have, that I go off of, which is why I become Ballistic Blue. It's just because we identify with a color that represents us mostly, or that we like, and then we kind of take a an approach with that. And for me, it's blue. Technically, for Relenton, it would have been blue as well, but you know, because me, I is blue. Oh, I died. I should have just stood still. Damn. But and then it was a synonym in a word that represented that color with a word. So, I forget what the translation was. It was some kind of synonym or like an antonym or something. That Ballistic Blue was two words that went together for something. Kind of like how Credible Red kind of just rhymes, because there's also semi-rhyming words. Or semi-rhyming words. So that's kind of like where the names come from, but the word has to be something special that rhymes or relates to the color. So we have what I call an incognito colony that's in like a reserve spot for the green colony. And he does have his own channel, and if I remember, links in the description below, possibly. Don't quote me on it for this one. But he goes by the Sneaky Green. Or the Sneaky Guy, which is his channel. But the Sneaky Green was the colony, or the color, when we wanted to do YouTube and rechange everything. That was where and what he wanted to do. So, he would be identified as the Sneaky Green, because he always played like, he was like a rogue kind of like stealth sniper kind of like player in games. So Sneaky was kind of like the gimmick word of who he is, and green was the color that he chose to represent.
This strength wasn't
So
in
it
the
kind of like played on play.
Here's a gift. Take it before. Now, which battle shall I enjoy?
But that's why we try to use cover names, just so it's a little more reserved, I guess is the word. And I personally see I'm generally speaking a CEO of colonies, or the colonies I should say. So each colony itself theoretically belongs to me. It's just I'm leaving independent discretion to the users themselves to do what it is they want to do. A good way to represent that is the Yogscast. So the Yogscast is their brand. It's the Yogs brand. And then they have like Yogscast Lewis and Simon, Yogscast Duncan, Yogscast Kim, etc. Basically, the brand is Colony. Well, brand is Colony. We are independent colonies, but we make up one united nation kind of thing. And that's kind of like, eventually, when we have the ability to film and do sketches, it's gonna be kind of like a film thing on that main channel that nothing's on, and it's gonna be outlined as a bit of a creator's story of like a mythical tale of these colonies and what they represent, and each like tribe or original colony will be represented by something specific. Like mine would be represented as a war colony, just because of that rash impulse to need to do battle and the argumentative persona I have. Which means there's some tactic in that thought theory too. Whereas the Credible Red are noted as a balanced colony, where they're just noted for, they have good notoriety when it comes to doing things. They're very reliable. That's where Rolenton comes in. He is a reliable individual outside of even that persona. So that's where it all adds up. So it's kind of like a storytelling series for that, but for that we all need to be together, and then I need to get a few things. Like the camera, the lighting, the set. So it may or may not happen, or we might do short, small skits of our characters. Kind of like I had a vision for like reality TV. Not anything like a full fucking series or like drama channel thing, but like maybe like a whodunit murder mystery was like a brainstorm we all had. It might have been like maybe a day in the life of Haas or something like that, and it might be like a short series where it's just kind of me doing stupid shit and them getting involved in weird fucking antics go on.
Strength wasn't in the data.
Basically, a plane, trains, and automobile scenario.
Now, which battle shall I enjoy?
I personally don't know what that is, but yes.
Who will you fight with? Now then.
But that was kind of the idea and dream for the channel. It's probably going to turn into a small skit channel with a not a script. Like, we want to do improv, because I don't believe living off of a script of one comedic mind is as good as the ability to say that you can improv, but if we don't like it and it seems not the most 500 IQ played, then you're going to go off the script. And it's going to be a majority rule, so it's not like we're just as, like me as boss, I'm like, nope, I'm the boss, your joke was shit, fuck you. I wouldn't put it past me sometimes, but The idea would have been majority vote. There's 3 of us, so it's going to be what it is. So if it's like, I just don't think it's a joke, it's just weird, then that, obviously the person who made the joke's going to say, I think it's good. So the third person's going to have to say, what do you think? Should it stay or shouldn't it? And then that'll be where the third person decides, do they keep the weird joke in one opinion or the joke in the other? And I'd like to think we all are adults here. But there's a lot of steam that goes off when opinions differ.
Oh.
So creative differences are 100% a thing. But I think as long as it stays to a nature, it should stay mostly scripted. Just for the sake that it's not like much will be happening outside of it. Like, the script will kind of tell the idea, or if there was like something that they wanted to do, like improv isn't just wording. But if it's like 2 people are having an argument and like one of us is in the scene and we don't have lines, we could just stand there, go bug-eyed, and slowly drink something. And as long as we're not being impulsive to that nature of the scene, like we're just chilling there with that oh shit look while drinking something, and then walk away, that's 110% sure. Like, I can't argue with somebody as long as you don't have lines in that scene and you're just there for that fill. Then, yeah, do that. Uh-oh, I'm in the wrong place thing. And that's kind of like the mutual agreement, is like that's the improv, not necessarily of wording. It could be, but it's just a like just release a form of humor that's just like, would it be better if guy falls off backwards or guy falls forward and says fuck it?
I'll be waiting for you.
And then you got to break it down a little bit. That's why the
Which battle shall I enjoy?
everything's strange. But that's where this episode will be. I am Hereticos of Blue Colony. I'm joined by Uriah and Roland of Red and Gold. And we will see you in the next episode. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified on all future uploads. And we will see you next time. Peace!
Bye.